And when I move the USB mouse on the Raspberry Pi, then the protocol, the USB protocol, is translated to the serial protocol, and you have a mouse on the Commodore Plus/4. Hello friends, George here, welcome to the channel. As you can see here, somebody wrote a driver for a mouse for the Commodore Plus/4. It's called Mouse Extension version 1. It's written by Sylvester Benchik, BSZGGG. And with this driver you can connect a mouse to the Commodore Plus/4. You can add a PC serial mouse with a voltage converter. You can add a Commodore 1351 mouse with an NSD audio extension or a SID card. You can add a mouse, an Amiga mouse with an NSD audio extension. And you can add also an Atari mouse with an NSD audio extension. So this is a fantastic project here, which works. The problem that I have is that I have none of this combination of hardware. I have an Atari mouse, but I don't have an audio extension. I have PC serial mouse, but it doesn't work. Seems to have another protocol because the driver expects the Microsoft serial protocol. And this is my Atari mouse, which I also cannot use because I don't have the audio extension. So I tried several ways to connect this mouse to the Commodore Plus/4 because this is a dream that's very, very old. I came with an idea to use a modern mouse, a USB mouse. This here, laser mouse. Since I have also a Raspberry Pi and a serial port connection, which I showed in my last video. I can show it again. So here's the Raspberry Pi. So and here is the serial port connection to the user port. This is a level converter which translates the 3.5 volts to 5 volts for the user port here. So since I used this setup here in my last video where I transferred a file, the idea came up to use the Raspberry Pi, hook up the mouse, transfer the USB protocol to the serial port protocol, which the driver expects, and hope that the idea works. So that's exactly what I did the last weeks, parallel to my last project here, transferring a file. And with the generous help of BSZGG, Sylvester. So hello Sylvester, thank you very much for your help. So the idea is to, as I said, to hook up a USB mouse to the Raspberry Pi, translate the USB protocol via Python to the serial port protocol, and hope that this idea works. And let me show you the result here. So I start with a script here, the Python script, which you see here on the left. Now we load the driver from BSZGGG. So now we run, and you can see here on the top left the mouse cursor in character mode. And when I move the USB mouse on the Raspberry Pi, then the protocol, the USB protocol, is translated to the serial protocol, and you have here a mouse on the Commodore Plus/4. Very fascinating stuff. When I press the right key, I can delete here a character, and when I press the left key, I can move the cursor here. So hello friends, thank you for watching. That's fascinating. That's really, really fascinating. Took me quite a while to get this working here. And there is more to it. I can switch to high-res mode, which we are doing right now. So I have to think, and then high. So there are several, maybe I show these programs here, which are on the disk. So you have so let me use the mouse. So you have here the driver. This is the basis, and then you can load the high-res demo here. You can load the value example. No, this is the high-res example, and then you have a multi-color example and a color example. So I will show you the high-res example. Sylvester has done a video about the driver. I will put a link into the description. So let us load the high-res example. So you don't need the RS232 bug fix, which I showed in my last video. This works out of the box. So, and I hope you can see it. Here we have a pixel as a mouse cursor. I will draw some lines here, you can see. And this is really fascinating stuff. Hoppala. As you can see here, and it works really smooth. It's not that was the idea. I didn't want these old mice with a ball beneath, which are very laggy and the balls get dirty. I wanted a USB mouse, and I wanted a mouse which matches the setup of the Commodore Plus 4. So the dream setup is expanded to another device, to a mouse. And that's beautiful, that's wonderful. What I can show you now is the Python script, which I wrote with the help of Sylvester. So let's go through it. We configure here the serial port. Baud rate is 1200. And we transfer 7 bits, no parity, and 1 stop bit. So we need a package, PyAutoGUI, which reads the X and Y coordinates of the mouse here. And we need another package, PyInput, which reads the buttons of the mouse. Unfortunately, PyAutoGUI cannot read the mouse buttons. So we set up here a listener for the mouse buttons, and we attach a function. This is here the onClick function. When we press a mouse, we jump into this function here, and the function has 4 parameters: an X and Y parameter, and a button parameter, and a press parameter. X and Y is the position where the mouse pointer, where the button is clicked. The button is indicating which button we have pressed, the left or the right button, and the pressed is the state of the button. So we have declared here the global variables, left button, right button. So this listener runs in the background. So then we have our main loop here, where we get the X and Y coordinates of the mouse. And then we calculate the differences, the dx and dy. And then we convert this dx and dy into the serial protocol. And the serial protocol consists of 3 bytes. So here's the calculation of the bytes. And it's put into an array. So when we have our array, 3 bytes, then we send it with our serial component to the Commodore Plus 4. And the Commodore Plus 4 takes the package, and the driver interprets it and moves our mouse here. So again, we have to put in this sleep function here, because we have to give time to the Commodore Plus 4 to process the packages. Otherwise the packages go lost, and then we enter again the main loop. That's all. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video, and I really enjoyed sharing this breakthrough for me. I wish you a nice day or a nice evening, depending on where you are, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.